And our community continues to mourn the recent passing of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
Yeah, last month, Jackson Lee announced she had pancreatic cancer and was undergoing treatment. She died Friday night at 74 years old. This morning, KPRC2 digital reporter Mariah Ballard has more on her life as a community servant. Good morning.
Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Haley. And I'm here with one of her dear friends as well. Joining me to talk about Sheila Jackson Lee's legacy is her dear friend, Bishop James Dixon of the Community of Faith Church. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Just glad to be here and thankful to God for the chance to remember an amazing woman.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about that connection between you and the Congresswoman.
Well, I've known her for over 3 decades.
Wow.
And my church is in the 18th Congressional District. And so we've served together, we've fought together, we've marched together, we've prayed together, we've cried together, and thank God we made some changes together. Sheila Jackson Lee was almost omnipresent.
Yeah.
You could look up and there she was. An amazing and incredible public servant, a champion for the people, but truly a servant of God at heart. I tell people, you know, the cameras are one thing, but Sheila Jackson Lee would say, hey, where are you? I'm on my way to go visit so-and-so in the hospital. I'll meet you there. I'm on my way to check on a lady who died, her husband. I'll meet you there. Or Bishop Dixon, I'm on my way outside of her district. I heard this lady's son was killed. Meet me over there to take them some food and have prayer. She was that person who served in public and in private with the same passion.
Wow. Definitely. Now, in June, you and other community members organized a prayer and praise visual for Sheila Jackson Lee. I was there. I saw you out there. Tell me a little bit about the passion behind that.
Well, she's a praiser. Sheila Jackson Lee, you know, she was responsible for the legislation that made September Gospel Music Heritage Month in America. That is according to law now. She loved worship, loved praise, was never ashamed of it, and believed in the power of prayer. So it was an honor for all of us collaboratively, friends of Sheila, to put forth this special event to encourage and inspire her. And of course, you know, it was the energy in the place. It was so diverse: black, white, brown, Asian, Protestant, Catholic, young, every generation, old. We all came together and to feel the love in the place, which was symbolic of the heart of Sheila. It was. I will never forget it.
Wow. Now we're looking on the screen now. We see pictures of you and Sheila Jackson Lee out there in the field doing what you do best. Overall, what do you think the future of the 18th District will look like?
Well, I tell you what, the legacy of Sheila Jackson Lee will live on. And like she stood on the shoulders of Barbara Jordan and Mickey Leland and Craig Washington, someone will now have the challenge of standing on her shoulders and carrying this vision forth with the same vigor and passion. We won't be omnipresent like Sheila, but someone has big shoes to fill. In fact, it would take a huge foot to fill them. We just believe, though, that if we really remember her and understand we can't go backwards, the last thing she said to me in a major conversation was preserve and protect democracy because America's future depends on it. That's what she wants to see happen through the 18th Congressional District, and bringing hope and light to all of the disparities and inequities in the 18th Congressional District. That's what she lived for. That was her passion.
Now we have to ask, you said big shoes to fill. I don't know, what are you thinking about now? We're hearing the rumor mill that this might be a seat with your name on it. Tell us a little bit about that, if you could.
Well, you know, in respect to the family, I've just been really prayerful for the future of the seat, but more, I've been grieving and praying for Erica and Jason, and for Erica's children, and for my friend, Dr. Elwin Lee. This is the loss of a family member to me, so it's hard to really focus as much on, you know, what that might be. I'm encouraged by all the people who are calling me. It's humbling, to be honest with you. It's like saying, you know, LeBron James is retired, we need somebody.
Right.
But quite truthfully, we do now know we have a calling. All of us are servants, and whoever fills that seat needs to have a heart to serve, not just to shine. A heart to serve, not just to shine. That's what Sheila Jackson Lee was, and that's what that seat needs.
Yeah, and first and foremost, we definitely want to give our respects and our condolences to the family. Now, we lost a major political figure in Texas, Sheila Jackson Lee. Now, we're talking about hope. We're talking about Kamala Harris. She could be the first Black woman and Asian American to lead a major party ticket. What are your overall thoughts on the future of politics?
I'm excited about it. I think we're in a season of transition and a monumental cataclysmic change. I talked to a pastor yesterday, who's a friend of mine, Dr. Amos Brown, and he said, you know, we're praying for our daughter. I think that we need to embrace Kamala Harris. She is the personification of what the future looks like. And I think that America has a chance now to prove that we've come farther than we thought. You know, there's so much division surrounding this whole election season. I think she's a uniter. And this should be a time for all Americans who believe in democracy and believe in our republic to come together, Black, white, brown, even Republican, because what she's running against is not the traditional Republican Party. She's running against a radical extremist movement that's not traditional Republican. I think we're going to see a form of unity and a force of unity like we've never seen. To save democracy is what it's going to take to save America. I think Kamala is the person to lead us there.
Thank you, Bishop James Dixon of the Community of Faith Church. Thank you for joining us today. Amy?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you.